All right, let's talk about Shaq. When you hear the name Shaquille O'Neal, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For most of us, it's this image of a giant just dominating a basketball court. But you know what? That's really just the first chapter of a much, much bigger story. Today, we're going to look at the whole picture of a true global icon. So, I have to ask, how well do you really know him? Is he just the athlete, the actor from those movies, the businessman, the police officer? Well, the truth is, he's all of those things, and that's exactly what makes his story so fascinating. So our goal here is to really move past that simple image of a basketball player and redefine the legend. We're going to connect the dots and reveal the full, complex, and honestly pretty surprising person behind the nickname. And it all starts right here, way before the fame and the money. Shaq's foundation wasn't built on a basketball court. It was actually forged by the intense discipline of his stepfather, who was a U.S. Army drill sergeant. That kind of relentless drive and structure, it didn't just create a basketball player. It created the man, and it's the key to understanding everything that came next. Now, let's pivot to the arena where that discipline first made him a household name all over the world. We have to start with the athlete, of course, because his physical dominance was, well, it was unlike anything anyone had ever seen before. I mean, his sheer size is just staggering, no matter how you measure it. Whether you think in meters and kilograms or feet and pounds, the numbers are almost hard to wrap your head around. We're talking 2.16 meters tall, that's 7'1", and weighing over 136 kilograms or more than 300 pounds. He was a true force of nature on that court. And his raw power was it was almost unbelievable. Early in his career, he didn't just dunk the ball. He literally tore the entire basket down. He was so strong that the NBA actually had to re-engineer its equipment just to withstand his force. Think about that. He literally changed the physical structure of the game. Of course, power doesn't mean anything without results, and the number that really counts here is 4. 4 NBA championships. He didn't just play the game, he reached its absolute peak again and again. And on 3 of those championship runs, he was named the Finals MVP. And that's the key difference, right? It's one thing to be on a winning team. It's another thing entirely to be the undeniable leader who carried them to victory. But that relentless drive to dominate, it didn't just stay on the court. After conquering the world of basketball, Shaq took that exact same energy and applied it to a completely different world. Let's dive into the entertainer and the surprisingly savvy entrepreneur. His charisma was just as massive as his physical frame. He starred in movies like Kazam and showed up in countless commercials, becoming one of the most marketable and recognizable athletes in history. And he understood his own brand better than anyone. He summed it up perfectly himself. "I'm a marketing machine." He knew his personality was a huge asset, and he leveraged it with incredible skill, turning his fame into a real empire. Just look at how diverse that empire is. Seriously, how many people can say they have a platinum-selling rap album? He's a franchise owner for huge brands like Papa John's and Five Guys, and he has investments in everything from car washes to tech. This isn't just dabbling, it really speaks to his sharp business mind. Okay, but this is where the story takes its most unexpected turn. If you thought the business world was a surprise, the scholar and the public servant are roles that completely defy his public persona. That's right, Dr. O'Neal. While he was running his empire and his media career, Shaq earned a doctorate in education. This wasn't an honorary degree they just handed him. This was years of rigorous academic work, and it was all driven by that same deep desire for self-improvement that goes right back to that foundation of discipline. And as if that wasn't enough, he also pursued a lifelong passion for law enforcement. And again, he didn't just play a cop on screen. He went through the actual training to become a sworn police officer and a deputy sheriff, all because of a genuine desire to serve and protect his community. So, when you put all these different pieces together, the athlete, the entrepreneur, the scholar, the officer, what is the real Shaq legacy? It's the realization that he is so much more than an athlete. He's a dominant champion, a platinum-selling artist, a savvy entrepreneur, an accomplished scholar, and a dedicated public servant. It's a combination of achievements that isn't just rare, it's pretty much one of a kind. And that really leaves us with a bigger idea to think about. Shaq's story challenges our whole definition of success. It proves that a legacy isn't just about being the best at one thing, but maybe it's about the relentless pursuit of growth in every single direction. It makes you ask yourself, what does it truly mean to build a legacy?